Hi, I'm Matt.
Hey there, I'm Bianca.
And we're from Club Sapphire, and this is kind of weird.
This is kind of weird.
Yeah, this is, if you've watched our videos for like years and years and years, like actually even before Club Sapphire opened up,
Right.
we were doing videos online of us in our bed.
Yeah.
That's how we first started out, like 100 videos ago, something like that. And we would just tell our story in bed, and so now we're stuck in bed basically because we can't go outside. So we figured this is a good way to do it. And so you're wearing what you usually wear to bed, which is
of course, yeah.
I appreciate
sparkles,
that.
Yeah.
It's looking good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're stuck at home like
Yeah.
everybody else is. And
Well, and it's weird and difficult too because we do have kids at home, so that's makes things difficult.
Exactly, and we've been kind of back and forth whether we should do these videos or we should, we took a little bit of a break and we're like, and so, but last night we were actually I was on a men's group, lifestyle men's group, which we'll actually get into in a minute because it's a Sapphire thing, and they were saying that we really should do videos because people are looking for stuff that's positive and interesting and just isn't depressing like everything else in the news. So we're like, oh, well, we can kind of do that because we talk about boobs and things. So
You talk about boobs and things.
it's all positive stuff. So so Sapphire, obviously, they can't have their doors open like everybody else, and lifestyle is kind of definitely a weird thing in itself right now. But there's a lot of things that you can do and that we can do online and connect people in ways that they still should connect.
Right.
And that's
you just have to be creative nowadays. We can't just go to a club or go on a date to a bar or whatever. So it's just about getting creative,
right,
and staying in touch.
And it is important to stay in touch. Right now, yes, it's great that you're connecting with your family again, and hopefully not wringing their necks as they're around you all the time, like our kids. But we, I know you appreciate the fact that our one in college has come home and is here.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we're usually positive people. We try to find the positive in every situation because there usually is a way to find the positive in every situation. So, for this, my kid's home, and every once in a while I want to just smack him upside the head, but for the most part, I'm really happy he's here. I'm happy that I know he's safe. I'm happy that I know he's healthy. I'm happy that I know I can feed him and make sure he's getting the right nutrition, because he probably wasn't getting that at college by what he told me he was eating. So, and both of our kids have been really generous with their hugs and I love yous and that kind of stuff. So, and everybody is going through different emotions, and us trying to keep a positive atmosphere within our home is helping our children. Like they were, went home. Our son came home for spring break and then didn't get to go back to school. So that's tough. And, letting him know that we understand you're going through this. I understand that you're yelling at me because you don't want to do the dishes because you're frustrated right now, but quit being so lazy and do the dishes. But I am grateful that my kids are home and that I get more quality time with them. We've been playing a lot of board games and that kind of stuff. So that's been really nice. I've been more in touch with my parents than I ever have. I mean, not that I never talk to them anymore, but I find myself checking in on them every day, whether it's, usually through text, but then I try and do a video call with them as often as I can. We even had a...
Are you wearing that outfit or...
No.
Oh, okay.
We even had a Skype date or Zoom date with some friends where we played a game online together and had cocktails and everything. So that was kind of fun too. So staying in touch with our friends and trying to create positive atmospheres has been really important.
Exactly, and because you are just surrounded by whoever you're kind of in quarantine with, it's important to still connect with others. And at least we live in a time right now, unlike the 1918 issue, that we can connect in a lot of different ways. And lifestyle people are very social creatures. Even the introverts are very social creatures because we just love to connect with other lifestyle people. Even though we can't technically be doing anything, there are still things that you can do. And actually, and Club Sapphire has been really, really good about that. So if you are actually a member of Club Sapphire, if you go into their member section on their website, clubsapphire.net, and you can actually see that they have different meetings that are happening online a few times a week. Like I had mentioned, actually, they have, which is wonderful. For example, on Monday nights at 8:30, there is a men's group. And it's just, you're not allowed to be in the room. You got to get out of here because it's men talking about manly things like beer.
And penis size. You guys, get them out and, measure and... compare Viagra pills.
If that's what you want to stick in your head, then absolutely, yes. We're all pulling them out.
Okay.
We're all pulling them out. And
right.
I'll send you some pictures.
It's like a virtual circle jerk.
So no is the answer to that question.
Okay.
But it is actually really nice because personally, I'm someone who always has friends that are girls. I've always been that way. I generally, for whatever reason, connect with having conversations with women. Sorry, you're right, I said girls. Women more often than men. In my whole life, I've had very few male friends and have had many female friends. So it's actually really nice to connect with other lifestyle guys. I mean, I talk to them at the club, I do all these different things, but to actually have conversations and to, connect in a way where it's like we can talk, because we're all going through a lot of negative things right now.
Able to connect on a more intimate level.
Just talking about stuff, good things and bad things, and relationships and hard stuff that's going on, and easy stuff that's going on, and just doing all that. And I know there's a women's group that does the same thing on Thursday nights at I think it's also at 8:30.
I think so. Yeah.
And you went to that last week, or
I did.
Went to that. It was pretty much right here
with
the laptop.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
It was great. We all had our wine or other beverages, and we just chatted about stuff. And there's several of the ladies in there that are home alone. So, I think they look forward to that time to connect with other people. And I'm sure they're connecting in other ways with people. But, sometimes your vanilla friends don't understand what a lifestyle person can be going through. We were just talking about this the other day, that Matt's love language is touch.
Yeah, touch is very important to me.
While we can hug and kiss and ...
touch.
And you can hug and kiss our kids and that kind of stuff. That's it. And for you were saying that it just, this whole 6 feet apart, people not really looking at each other, and just
you walk down the street and someone walks to the other side of the street.
Yeah, it just feels different. And not that you were going to run around and touch our neighbors, because you'd probably get arrested.
I just do that when they're sleeping.
Right. Yeah. But just the fact that you can't touch or be touched or whatever,
is actually
takes
something
more of
that
a toll on you.
It actually, it has, and it's been one of those things where it's actually, I would have never guessed that would even be a thing.
Yeah.
But it's felt like a negative to me of just this, people can't touch because touch is so important to me specifically, and so things like that where it's it's good to have those conversations with other people that are just
going through the same thing.
Well, new ways to feel.
Sure.
That's a good way to describe it, because I think a lot of people are just like you've had some ups and downs and that type of thing, and it's like you kind of have to talk through them. But more than that, it's just more along the lines of just kind of holding someone because they're not feeling well, and they just need to connect because we're all having connecting issues.
Right.
So this is why groups of what Sapphire is doing are so important. And they have, they also have on Wednesday nights, they have just kind of a happy hour meet and greet. Everybody come on. They're all just doing the Zoom thing and connecting that way. And there might be dozens of couples on there. And it's just a nice way that just everybody reconnect. And they have a sexual mastery class that happens. And there's just a lot of different things that you can do. But from a lifestyle perspective, of course, if you can't actually physically play with someone, there's no reason you can't virtually play with someone.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of hot in itself. And actually, from a beginner's perspective, I know a lot of couples actually years ago when we were just doing things in bed online. I mean, we connected with other people sexually, or people watching us have sex or whatever it might be on camera on the internet, and that kind of got us kind of turned on to the whole lifestyle thing and connecting with others and going, wow, this is actually hot when other people are watching us have sex. And
we remember we had so many people in the room, it kept crashing.
Yeah, that was quite a compliment. It was all about me. It was, they were all looking to see me have sex. So it kept crashing. Yeah, I don't know.
We have such a gorgeous penis.
That's exactly what it. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. So it is neat that you can actually connect with other couples. Like you can do that in the Sapphire group. Just hey, we want to get online tonight. Anybody want to come watch? We can Skype or we can do whatever and just have a conversation and get naked and do lots of things, even though we can't physically touch each other. So.
Well, it's important to maintain these relationships and reach out to your friends because they're probably going through some similar things that you're going through. And it's nice to have that connection to discuss your feelings or small celebrations of sorts, things like that are so important right now with everything going on that keeping a positive attitude and keeping in touch with your friends is really important. The other thing too is there's no reason why you can't get online and continue talking to people and maybe meet a new couple and do the whole online thing of like flirting, talking, chatting, have a date, schedule a date where you can sit down with a cocktail or whatever and sit and talk over Zoom and get to know each other and maybe play a card game to break the ice or something. And then once the club is back up and open and we can go back, then you guys have had so much. First off, you met a new couple. That's awesome. Secondly, you have had so much like foreplay that getting to the club is going to be really exciting because you're going to finally get to fuck these people.
Yes.
So that's not a bad thing to start conversations with new people and getting to know people on a more intimate level.
Right, exactly. And so, and we like the fact that people are giving us positive feedback of, hey, get back to videos. So this is what we want. We want to hear a couple things from you, comment below, whatever you want to do. First of all, how are you dealing with this from a lifestyle perspective? Are you connecting with others? Are you flirting with others? What are you doing? Are you just playing with your spouse and that's what you're focusing on? Or are you playing online, or are you sexting?
How are you staying connected to the lifestyle?
And secondly, we also want to see what would you like to see from us, since we are stuck at home right now. So this we can kind of do some fun things, we can do some weird things, but not weird in like negative weird. Well, unless somebody comes up with something really good, that's weird. But it's tricky because someone's like, oh, you should do a video outside, and which we have done in the past. But when we did it, we were like home alone. It was like a Tuesday in the middle of the day, and it made it easy to do that when there weren't neighbors around. But now everybody's around.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have to be a little bit more ingenious with this. But we're thinking about maybe doing some live videos, in the evening on Facebook or YouTube or whatever it might be. So just kind of comment below what you think you'd want to see from us. See what we can do.
Comment suggestions, anything that you'd like to hear about, or like Matt said, see. That would be great. Just whatever content you're interested in right now, because things are so different.
But more than anything, connect with other people right now. So what you need to do right now is go to www.clubsapphire.net, log into the members area. If you haven't redone your membership in a while, turn that back on so that you can connect with other lifestyle folks, local lifestyle folks, and just connect, say hi, upload a picture of your boobs, all those things, all the good things, and go from there. All right.
We love all of you so much, and we're so grateful to have the opportunity to connect with you and reconnect with you and keep connecting with you, and just stay positive and stay happy and stay healthy.
And more important than anything, this was probably the first video where we got to show a nipple. That being said, it's my nipple. Okay. You're welcome, folks.
Are you gonna black bar that?
Oh, I don't need to. I'm a dude.
Stupid.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.